Okay, just like I always do, if you follow my listings, you'll know I do videos in almost every one of them. This is out of a 92. Don't listen. Don't look at the 98 there. It's out of a 92 Ford Explorer, 4 liter. It's got 110K on it, just over 110K. A lot of our engines that we keep around here are going to be fairly low miles, and in our opinion, that's a fairly low mile engine, unless it's a motor that's, it shows like a ton of miles on the odometer, but it just looks super clean. It ran great. We won't usually sell those as used motors, even if they ran good. We'll usually sell those as just cores. It's just easier that way for everybody involved. So, but this one's a fairly low miles, 110K, and what you see is exactly what you get. On the note of it running good, all of our motors, that's another thing we put them through, versus going through and checking all the stuff. A lot of shops say that they do. We just drive them, making sure they run and drive well. Occasionally there is vehicles that come in here. Not any of my Jeeps, but a lot of the non-Jeep stuff that have come in the past at American 4x4 and truck. I'll explain that in a second. That were hitting accidents and whatnot, and those ones were started but not actually driven. We have notes in our computer. We have good stock numbers and whatnot, but mainly just want to make sure that you can see this motor as if you were here in person. Okay, so I'll do a quick walk around and I'll kind of explain what it is I do. So my name's Jeremy again. I own a company called Jeeps Unlimited here in Colorado. Used to be combined with American 4x4 and truck, which is where this motor came from. Obviously not a Jeep motor. American 4x4 and truck went out of business. They had been around for about 20 years, and previous owner that had Jeeps Unlimited, just got he made good money in it and went into storage actually. So he kept the Jeep business going for a little bit longer, and then eventually was doing the same thing with that one and just getting out of business. I fortunately owned a company called Highline 4x4 and heard they were doing what they were doing, and so I came through and had some friends pull together some money, and also with the previous owner's help was able to purchase the remaining inventory. And the remaining inventory is awesome. It's a lot of non-Jeep stuff as far as engines go, but majority of the stuff up here is Jeep stuff. I got a yard out back of about 3 acres of nothing but Jeeps from the 1940s all the way up to current years and every model in between. We have transmissions, just tons of them out here. I just give you a quick peek. These are the more sorted ones. I do have non-Jeep transmissions and transfer cases and axles as well sitting out there, but that stuff's going to take me a little longer to go through it. The other thing to note is these were always stored inside. They were actually sitting on these. You can still see a couple of them hanging out over here. We're changing it around in here and trying to make it a little bit more easy. You can see it's just piles. I walked into this place, it was a mess. So we're trying to make it a little bit more friendly to the eye and also easier for everybody to get around in here, a lot safer. So if you do have any questions, comments, concerns, you can call us, text us, email us, whatever works for you. Sometimes the best way to get a hold of us is written communication via either text or email. We should have our phones working here for text here soon if they're not already. It's January 15th, 2015, the night that I listed this. And the number you can call us on is 303-666-9020. If you're looking for Jeep parts, keep us in mind for future stuff. Again, Ford Explorer motor, 92, 110K, 4-liter, V6, fuel injection, all that jazz. And exactly what you see is what you get: AC pump, all that, alternator, few harnesses that are left on it, spark plug wires, whatnot. I ship these nationwide. I can pretty much ship this motor anywhere in the nation to a business or loading dock for $250. If you don't have a loading dock, we will simply ship it to the nearest terminal for that same price. If you'd like to call me and add on the residential delivery, it's a $120 fee. It's what they charge us. It's nothing extra we put into that. Even if you tell me that you can get this thing out with a cherry picker, it does not matter. They will not take that. They will charge us that fee. So if I can't verify your address as a business address, I will need to get that from you, or a fee will be assessed as far as that goes. We've just done this too long, and my little shop is really struggling to try to make it, and doing something that's phenomenal out here is becoming the largest Jeep yard in the world. That's my ambitions. I will get that, I promise you. I've been doing this for 8 years. People told me when I started my business at 23 years old that I was nuts. didn't have enough money, and all that jazz. I started with a few $100 in my pocket, simply parting things out, and this is where I'm at now. So I'm 30 years old, just turned 30. I look forward to working with you more, hopefully in the future, maybe on more of a Jeep level. And if not, I do appreciate you taking the time and watching the video.